Welcome back. You're joining us for Operation Morbid Shield. Young Lieutenant General Van Dorn is leading out a squad to recover the crash site of a small crashed UFO. Small UFO crash site. Crash site, small UFO. I lost my train of thought there. The point being, we've got a few rookies on this one. The higher ranked people are people we're trying to train up. They're close to promotion. And we're just going to be trying to get as many promotions as possible while also gathering meld. Other than that, no arc thrower on this one with no engineer with repair available. So let's just hope we can train these engineers up and get some more repair going. But let's get down there and let's see how this goes.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike 1 is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
Take a look to your left and what do you see? Hey, it's the UFO right there. We're literally in range for a potential outsider activation without even having moved. That's pretty scary. This is a pretty scary LZ. I'd much rather be down at the end of the trench. But we haven't been here since we captured those mutons, if you remember. This is, I guess we'll call it the rendered Earth map, because the UFOs just rent this huge, dug-out trench of devastation in its crash site, and it's always a part of this map that I feel is very, indicative of this map if you're looking for an identifier. What do we want to do here? I mean, we need to do some cursory perimeter security before we go straight into the UFO. One, to hear what's out there. Two, because activating that outside is going to activate everything else. So we'll probably head laterally across, taking cover and just kind of moving to the other side of the trench. Security on the trench should give us some audio cues to chase up. We'll chase them down like bloodhounds. Take out any patrols and then we'll head straight into the UFO. We are positioned very nicely for a door breach, so we've got that going for us, which is quite nice. We also can throw scans straight into the UFO from here to see not only where the outsider is, but also if he has any bodyguards in there with him, like another pod that's happened to just sit with him. So that could be a nice start as well, and we can keep that information in mind to avoid activating the outsider for the rest of our travels. Nothing really to say. This is going to be pretty simple until, of course, we activate the double mectoid pod. So let's just get going and let's see what we can do. Let's have a look at this situation right here. So, rookie, you're the best candidate to start moving up.
On the move.
The young PFC Aminari joining us for this one, for our first operation. Aminari, of course, if you've forgotten already, one half of the two, well, I suppose it's not two anymore, but the original dynamic duo of Long War, although the team has been growing and burgeoning lately. But Aminari and Johnny Lump, the two original, I think, co-conspirators bringing Long War to us. And she showed up in the name list, so there you go. Let's get Pavewalk in position. Karakoram. I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. I hope that sounds somewhat right. We'll put Gamage back here on this tree. Who else feels like making a move today? I'd like to move to this tree with somebody. I guess it'll have to be you, Hunter. Because that then lets me put Gamage in better position. Thanks to your scouting. Utastic up front to grenade. Van Dorn up front to suppress. Volatile in position, sure. That's not actually cover, Volatile. Did you know that? It's cover from that direction. Are you kidding me? That's got to be a bug.
Heading out.
No, that's not a bug. That's real, Volatile. You don't have cover right now. Well, there was nowhere else I would have put her, I guess. So
okay.
There you go. That's a little bit too close to the UFO for my tastes.
On Overwatch.
Got it covered. Verstanden. Ich hab alles im
I
Blick.
feel, Commander.
Overwatch.
Overwatch confirmed.
Interesting that it's only cover from one way and not the other. And once again, I wish we had someone with repair who was ready for these damn missions, because we need muton captives, and it's nothing but mutons now. We've been searching for them for so long, and now it's all mutons, and we don't have any arc throwers to capture them because we don't have any repair engineers ready. Kind of annoying, but we're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to own that.
Heading to that location.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Aminari can be a good little lead scout here, which is often what I like to do with my rookies in these missions.
Bestätige.
And everyone else can move up behind her.
That's affirmative.
Heading to that location.
Let's keep Hunter with the squad. And move up Gamage just to have a little bit better line of sight so that this tree stump isn't blocking our shots.
On Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
In fact, we can even go so far
Signor Comandante.
and be so bold as to steady aim here. That's close. That's UFO.
Chi ha fatto quel rumore?
That's the right corner of the UFO. It sounds like we've got mutons either here or here, which is absurdly close. I'm going to tag him with a battle scanner, I think.
Heading there now.
First, a lateral scouting move. Now that we've done that, we're going to tag him with the scanner.
Got it covered.
And we're going to try to reveal the outsider pod and also these mutons.
Battle scanner's up.
There's your outsider, which means the mutons are very likely at this back right corner. Don't want to tangle with that outsider because it's going to call the mutons in.
Begebe mich auf Position.
So we'll just keep moving sideways here, I think.
Moving to position.
Ci vado ora.
Have people who need to be stationary to be effective just ready, just in case the
Aye,
mutons
aye,
run down
Commander.
into us, but it should be unlikely. And we'll similarly want to start moving our sniper
Affermativo.
to have a good eyes on the fight that's going to happen to the... Ooh, what do you see? Oh, hey! Wow! I'm really lucky that my sniper is much more attentive than I am. Man, first I'm forgetting Foundry projects, now I'm not seeing the muton. How did I not see him? I have no idea how I missed these guys. There's probably a whole load of viewers saying, Beagle, look out. But we're like a tile off activating him from where I put Rutastic. That's very scary. Like, it's only a tile off Amineri who also ludicrously didn't activate them, but once the scanner was thrown, there's no excuse. Well, that is frightening, and they're probably about to activate on us. We better get ready for that.
Overwatch, aye aye.
I'm watching.
Oh boy, that's scary.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Eyes peeled, Commander. Hier auf Feldposten. Abbiamo
Yep, here we go. Can you pick this guy off before it even gets started? Good damage. Really good damage. Well done. We got contact, everybody. Overwatch on our right. And we have to not activate that goddamn outsider. Now, who sees that floater on Overwatch? Anybody? Nobody. That's good, because we don't want to have to deal with that Overwatch. A stray rocket here. Oh, that's tempting. I think I can deal with the outsider if I hit it. And that is a really good rocket to start up with. Ever since Wasteland Ghost, W Ghost told me that blowing up the walls actually doesn't reduce the number of alloys you get from the UFO. I assume because my engineers are so good that they just melt down the pieces like it's Terminator 2 and just reform them into something useful. So you can blow up walls as long as you don't blow up components. So this would be a really nice rocket to get things started. Easily gets me out of this situation where I'm in kind of, you know, half cover against good cover. And not really a lot of ways to get out of it without flanking, which reveals me to the outsider. Yeah, I think a good rocket here would be a nice start. We'll try not to hit the outsider, but I think if we get incredibly unlucky and hit it, we can deal. And it should deal with both these guys for me. So Karakoram, ravage these two heathens for me if you would. No, that's hunker down. Wrong move. Let's try it again, Pavok. Is this like God's way of saying don't take this rocket? Because it's going to scatter? I don't know. I don't have time for premonitions. I only have time for good accuracy from Pavok. Good job, Pavok. That's some good damage. Didn't even blow him up, which is good. Now, it didn't blow up the cover for that muton either, which is irritating. But our sniper... Oh, our sniper cannot see that muton. Very unfortunate. But with Lone Wolf, she's got pretty good shot on this guy on the right, so Gamage is probably going to take that one. I need to rely on Volatile to deal with this guy then. Not quite, Volatile, not quite.
Shot wide.
Tell you what, try your luck again. This time you'll hit, I feel it. That's my girl! And Volatile's got a promotion. Pull hamstrings no longer. Volatile is now ready for action. Gamage is going to clean up this threat for us. I can only hope. Good damage there, Gamage. Although we don't have anyone to get close to it to kill it. So it will live another turn, but I can potentially switch out Van Dorn to scare it with some suppression. Hunt is going to be quite capable of taking this thing on. I didn't say he'd kill it. I said he'd take it on.
No way that just happened.
There's a difference. What else can we do? What's our pistol shots? 44. I've had worse slaps in the face than that. Much worse slaps in the face than that. That's definitely a slap in the face, I won't lie. I've been slapped in the face right now. How can we stop being slapped in the face right now? I think I see.
On my way. Heading to that location.
Alright. Pull out that laser pistol instinct. Act on instinct! No! 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 No mercy. Mercy is for the weak.
Moving to position.
Alright, and then we just got Aminaria and Van Dorn with this last floater in the house.
Overwatch, aye.
Is Aminaria a big girl on our first mission? I don't know. Don't steal it, Van Dorn. Hey!
Negative damage.
Nice job, Aminaria. That's some good stuff. Excellent in modding, excellent in shooting. 5 damage of an SMG. What's not to like? I didn't know what to expect here. Now we can go in on this outsider. We don't know if there's any other pods on the map, but at this point with 1/2 of what we can expect as reasonable contact down, we can start making our way towards the outsider and hopefully pick him up
Solid copy.
without any other fuss. And the faster we do it, the more meld we're going to require.
Okay. Heading to that location.
We'll keep the rocket here.
Mi sto muovendo.
It's a good spot to engage it from.
Copy that.
Everyone else can move.
Moving to position.
Mi metto in movimento. Pronti a proseguire.
Eminera, you bring yourself back.
I'm rolling. Ready
Reload,
to
people.
rock.
I want reloads all around the squad.
Rock and roll.
Good to go. Back online.
Excessive reloading is next to godliness, people. Never forget that. Alright, now we're going to wheel around. We're going to swing like a door around this side.
I'm on the move.
And then we're going to breach that door.
Bestätige.
Get your primary weapons out, folks. This ain't a Bond dance. This is serious.
On the move.
Copy that.
Instinct on the way up, catching up.
Moving.
Gamage still jockeying for a position here to hit that outsider. Alright, oop, hang on. I just got an important call from my... Hang on, I'll be back. Okay, I need to recenter my chi now. Glory on earth, victory to humanity. Let's go, let's go. Ah, okay. Yes, I was flanking this helpless outsider that I'm about to ruthlessly punish for setting foot on my beautiful Earth and driving their UFO through what was once a wonderful nature preserve. Do you know how many types of ant and butterfly were killed on the impact of this UFO? They can't get away. You're like a little ant, you're like, boy, the grass sure does seem foreboding today, and you look up, and you're just like, well, shit. This isn't like The Fugitive. I can't just jump off the train tracks. This thing is way bigger than me. I can't run out of the way. Many ants died today. And I'm going to make sure that the outsider knows what it feels like to be crushed like an ant underneath an extraterrestrial vehicle. But first, my squad needs to catch up so that can be a reality.
Headed there
And
now.
not just an idle threat. So let's get the let out where we can.
On my way.
Try to catch up.
I'm on my way.
Maybe breach the door next turn. I saw him go Dorito mode for a second there. That might have been a close call. It shouldn't have been. Probably breach in 2 turns.
Roger that.
Heading to that location.
Just getting everybody ready here for the big
Copy
breach.
that.
Headed there now.
Don't go that way, go this way. Not like that, like this! Stick yourself here, that could be good if we're going for this next turn.
In Bewegung.
Instinct, get ready.
Got it.
Amanera, you can flank with your
Okay.
SMG. Van Dorn
Moving.
in position. We can activate with the Shredder. Try and finish him off with the sniper. It's going to be all over for this little guy. Let's throw a scan out just to make sure we're not walking into a team bait, but we shouldn't be. I think this is the last thing on the
Eyes
map.
in the sky.
Looks pretty good. You can see this is the new model of UFO. New feature, an extra door in the back that they've added in. The old duo door design. It's a good one. Alright. Leader off of the Shredder rocket while he's not in cover. That should be nice and easy.
Hurrah!
How's this for getting waken up from your crashed UFO?
Fermo armi pesanti.
You like that? Is that a nice wake-up call?
Visuale.
Oh, not good enough apparently.
Anglo.
Somebody about to get hurt real bad. Oh yeah. Who's gonna finish this one off? Who needs to finish this one off? I can't remember what the XP around the squad was. Who was the lowest? I think Van Dorn might need this one actually. So go on, Van Dorn. Go get yourself some.
Okay.
Oh wait, Van Dorn hasn't got flush because he's the new breed. Well, try and get yourself some Van Dorn unless someone else has flush. No, try and get yourself some Van Dorn. Ah.
Target excellent work. All objectives complete.
Do or do not. There is no try. General Peter Van Dorn quoted during his time in XCOM. Nice and easy, quick one there for us today. Oh yeah, let it rain. Now here we see what the payoffs are. Now as you can see, we rolled really bad wounds on Bullfrog. That's alright. These are the risks you take. We did have a lot of infantry to take over for her, so that's okay. Now, meanwhile, on the other hand, Instinct and Hunter have both rolled excessively well for their exhaust. They're only 6 and 7 days, so instead of being fatigued for 5 days, I've got 2 missions out of them, and they're only going to be out for 6 days still. So that's like an extra mission for free, basically. And if you roll right on the exhaust, this too could be you. And now we've got a whole bunch of tech sergeants, and when their exhaust time is over, that's going to be 3 more tech sergeants to take on hard missions. That is a nice little boost, I don't care who you are. So let's take a look here. From Volatile Bullfrog, well, she's your standard issue Overwatching infantry. Lock and load, I think even if I was a damaged infantry, lock and load is just too good. For a class that goes through ammo as hard as infantry do, particularly when you're getting rapid fire and or sentinel at the bottom, that's 3 shots a turn, not including suppressions. You gotta have the ability to just keep changing those double tapes, double magazines, and just flipping them in and out. You've got to be able to do that. Like, Will to Survive is great and all for a frontline fighter. Sharpshooter's good for the damage infantry because of the plus 10 crit, but I don't know, I mean, you can argue that with ammo conservation and late game rifles, you'd be okay without lock and load, but I just feel like it's just too good to be able to suppress every turn, or it's just way too good. No other class can suppress every turn because gunners don't get lock and load, you know? Like, that's just so strong. From Instinct, he's your standard tank and spank close encounters assault. We are going to be going for extra conditioning on him. Congo Hunter has got up to dense smoke. This is a great day for medics everywhere. The first Tech Sergeant medic, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. This is going to be really good. Dense smoke is where the medic really comes alive. Like, smoke and mirrors is where he becomes an asset to the squad, but dense smoke is where he becomes a god. Dense smoke increases, of course, the defense of your smoke grenades by 20, so that's up to 40 defense from a smoke grenade, plus the radius of effect has increased considerably over the original one, allowing you to catch a lot more of your squad. The upshot of this is that you basically have full cover in a can, and you've got a lot of it, because you've got smoke and mirrors, and you've got the smoke grenade perk, you've got a lot of dense smoke. And like I said, this is full cover in a can. You know, full cover is 45 defense, this is 40 defense. Split the difference, that's pretty good. This is vanilla full cover in a can, and you just can't get that with, you know, like, that's just good. Like, that you shouldn't be able to get that. You shouldn't, but it's like if you could build barricades if they just sprayed out of a grenade, you know, and you could hide behind them. It's amazing. So, dense smoke is incredible. Combat drugs, I've never actually used combat drugs in my entire life. And I mean in XCOM and in real life, but I mean in XCOM. They give you 20 will, 20 crit chance, and also 20 defense. Now, I feel like where this is going to be really good is late game, because late game dense smoke, I feel, is a bit less useful when there's so many enemies that not only have great aim, but they also have a lot of abilities that don't care about smoke. You've got berserkers, not so much, but you know, you've got berserkers as well. But you've got stuff like sectopod, artillery barrage, every alien seems to have grenades, everyone's psychicking you, and I feel like at that point, you know what, combat drugs are probably better at that point, maybe, because that plus 20 will and that plus 20 crit is what you need. You need the plus 20 crit for your killer instinct assaults and your snipers and everyone to take down those sectopods and get through that hardened bonus and all that shit. And you need the, or for the ethereals, and you need that plus 20 will for your psychic troopers and to not get psychic yourself, and you know, it's going to provide you defense against Rift. Anyway, that's a lot of talking for the future. Right now, dense smoke is the shit. Dank smoke is all you need at this point. Van Dorn, another level up for him. He is also reaching the, I'd say, coming of age point for his bullet wizard build. He's going to be a danger zone gunner now. Now, he can't make use of the shredder ammo with this just yet. He needs to hit mayhem for that first, which is a little bit down the line, obviously. I believe it's a Master Sergeant perk, so it's going to be a while, but Danger Zone holo targeting is in and of itself very cool. Danger Zone is already good, holo targeting Danger Zone is even better, so we're very happy to have that. Van Dorn is finally in the Danger Zone. And then lastly, Eminary became a support. Now, I don't believe Eminary, let me see. I don't believe I need any more medics or engineers. I think I might just be full up. I know I've got enough engineers and medics. We might roll the question mark on her, see what Eminary wants to be. Ideally, I'd like her to be a sniper, but, you know, we'll see what we get. Anyway, good mission, good rewards. I assume we got some meld out of that one. Yep, there's some meld. Got a flight computer, a few alloys, that's good stuff. I just wish we can get our repairs back on track. I mean, our repair engineers back on track, get some captures. But before this outro takes longer than the actual mission did, let's get on with this. Sell a couple of shot up pieces of equipment we got from that last operation. How's my weapon fragments looking? Actually getting worse. Somehow. That's not really good. How am I losing weapon fragments? I must have done something with them. Well, that's not good. We still need like 20 more weapon fragments to get Gauss going. But other than that, I think we're on par with everything going on. Yes. Yes. Yes, this all looks good. Ooh. I was considering building a Kestrel suit. Nah, it's just too much money right now. I need so much money saved for laboratories. We won't be going with that right now. If I had excess money, I'd definitely be doing that, but I'm not sure that I do right now. We are certainly getting into the later part of the game. We're selling too much power supplies and all that stuff. It feels like only yesterday I said I'd sell every power supply, but it's actually getting quite late in the game at this point. Aren't we in August, I think? I could possibly do another one of these, but again, I gotta save so much money for labs right now, I really can't afford it. But at least we're down to 28 days on Foundry ammo conservation. That's a nice bonus. But I think for the current time being, oh yeah, that's probably where my weapon fragments went. They probably went to Advanced Aerospace. I think for the current time being, we're just gonna have to carry on until the 13th. At which point, it's going to be time to do our satellites and probably scan for Exalt. Alright, that'll do. Drake's back. We can scan for Exalt. Actually, we should buy the satellite first. Which is going to be $10. The intel scan's going to run me 100, so once again, we've got dollars to make. We'll start off with the sat scan. Illyrium becoming my go-to crutch here, unfortunately. Not the sat scan, the satellite itself. There we go. That will be done before the council report. That's our 2 satellites. Will it be worth building a third? It's going to be $140. Is there anywhere on the planet that would give me a worthwhile reward? No. No, there isn't. There's nowhere I'd come out ahead for that. Except Germany would give me a scientist, but then the satellite gets shot down and you get panic over Germany. Nobody needs that right now. So we'll probably avoid that. But that does mean I also need to make a cool $100 for that scan. I'm tempted to wait just a little bit longer, but Exalt could be doing nefarious things right now. People always laugh when I sell stuff and I do an intel scan and nothing even happens. People always laugh at me, they're like, Beagle's an idiot. But the thing is, you can get really unlucky and get an Exalt scan and then, you know, you're fucked. Like, you can get an Exalt scan, like you should have scanned like a day earlier than you were going to, and now you've lost $400, you know, so it's usually not worth to fuck around with it. I might wait till new combat systems is done, and then we'll try to free up some dollars to scan then. That kind of scared me. We'll try to free up some money to scan by then if we haven't had a mission. Alright, well, new combat systems is ready. That's going to be even more dollars, because now I can make chem grenades and all sorts of new goodies. Chem grenades, that is 15 Thin Men Corpses, you're not reading that wrong. Chem grenades are really important. It's good that I've got Smoke and Mirrors Medics to go right now, because these things really shut down a lot of enemies. They really shut down Berserkers, which is, I'm very lucky to have not fought any Berserkers yet, and I hope I can get a Chem grenade before I have to fight any. We've also got great pieces of equipment like, just to go back for a second, and Chem grenades are good for captures too, because you can really... you can actually totally paralyze enemies with the chem grenades if you put them on 1 health. Anyway, you got really good little gadgets like the breaching ammo, which makes the shotgun stop having extra DR against mechs. Oh god, how long has my mic been too close to my face? I hope the last hour hasn't been nothing but mouth breathing. Sorry if it has. This mic comes loose a lot. We've got armor-piercing ammo, which isn't quite good this patch, but will be good next patch. What else have we got? I know there's good other stuff. There should be Shredder in here somewhere, which is incredibly good. Yes, there it is, Shredder. This is an absolute workhorse of an item to take on your assault. It lets you apply Shredder off the shotgun or off the rifle. Just absolutely clutch stuff. No longer do you have to waste Shredder rockets on, you know, certain big enemies if you don't want to. You can just hit them with the assault, and it's just great stuff. It's freaking awesome. Shredder is amazing. I love this thing. Reaper rounds is interesting. It's 20% to critical chance against organics, but it doubles the weapon's range penalty, so I don't like it on shotguns, but it can be quite good on sniper rifles. But you need conventional and Gauss weapons for it, of course. So hopefully when we get Gauss, I'm sorry, we'll be able to use it. Yeah, well let me see what I'm going to free up here. I need like 250 buckaroonies to get the scan and all the equipment I need. We're going to have to be dredging the Illyrium well again. You know, I got tweets today, like, on Twitter. I'm, like, talking about my real-life budgeting skills. People always got to relate that to XCOM, of course. And two of my viewers are like, you know, yeah, that's right. You are bad at budgeting because you haven't sold enough stuff in your current campaign. You should have got those labs going months ago. And then someone replies, and they're like, no, he sold too much. It's really going to bite him in the late game. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god. Because everyone in the comments is always like, you know what, Beagle, you suck at budgeting, you fucked up, you shouldn't sell all those power sources. Other people are like, you haven't sold enough shit. Here's the reality. I sell what I have to sell to get what I need to survive in the current stage where I'm at. If I have to pay for it later on, I'll just be grateful that I've survived that long, you know?
To the research team.
To sell all these power sources and shit gives me the edge to stay alive in my current missions, and I'll just be, you know, I'll deal with that in the problem in the future. I'm very much a future Beagle can deal with this kind of guy. And that's why we're dredging the Illyrium well right now. Goodbye, Illyrium. We'll do some large UFOs. We'll get you back at some point. We don't need you till 2015 practically anyway. So we're going to sell all that Illyrium. 50 of it's going down the drain. There it goes. Say goodbye. We're going to buy some equipment. Beautiful chem grenades. How long is this going to take? 8 days? Yeah, alright, alright. Let's just pray we don't see berserkers for another 8 days then. I definitely want some shredder ammo. That is very tasty. I love some shredder ammo. Alright, but apart from that, I think that should be good. Let's go to our intel scan. Let's pray we don't get...
Intel
there
scan
it is.
Complete. Positive ID on Exalt cell locations.
And you know what? There's the cell. If I waited another few days, that could have been very expensive for me. You don't want to fuck around with this shit. You need to be on point on your Exalt scans. You're going to miss one every so often because you're so on point, you're being safe. That's fine. That happens. That's how the game works. But it's going to be worth it because I've tried to play the game. I've tried to play the, oh, Exalt won't do anything to me. I'm invulnerable. And then I've lost $450 and, my research has been set back by 50 years and suddenly XCOM's got shivs powered by steam engines, Like, you don't want to fuck with them. You want to just get rid of Exalt.
You tell the men we can't have
That's
them
right.
bringing back alien body parts as
That's
souvenirs.
right.
It's a breach of
Look at this.
protocol.
Fucking take them. Take the alien body parts. Alright, so there's a flashbang. There's our alloy plating. I'm starting to think it might be starting to better... I'm so good at words. Starting to be better to take a battle scanner instead of the flashbang on my operatives. In that last mission, it would have told us that pod was there. But I think I'll keep it for right now. Tactical rigging would be nice. Not gonna see that for a while. I think I'm just about to get that on my Twitch campaign next week. That's gonna be good. Tactical rigging gives you 3 item slots. It's God's very favorite perk. Alright, I think we'll stick with the flashbang for now. Drake, another operation in Kilroy's stead. She should be back for the next one, Drake.
We're monitoring several contacts at the moment, but we may need to run a diagnostic. This doesn't look like a legitimate target.
China.
Okay, and now onwards we go.
Contact detected.
Hello? You, my friend, are headed for Pound Town. Steinhoff's not ready. I can't shotgun him and put him in the time zone. Shit. Let's slash him and put him in the time zone. I could go for another training operation. Capture operation. Get a muton maybe. If I'm lucky.
Nearing strike range.
Ow.
Not here. Disengaging.
That's fine. That was the plan. Now we're going to put him in the time zone.
Enemy is padlocked.
Probably start going balanced with these laser
Approaching
interceptors.
target now.
Aggressive seems like overkill. There you go, we put him in the time zone. I've been trying to put him in the time zone for about 3 or 4 interceptions now. He still hadn't got any kills. We finally got time zone a kill. Zawardu. Tokiwa Tomare. And other mispronounced things. Okay, we got a small shutdown scout in Mexico. This is going to be a riparian, light or moderate vegetation map. I should really start to learn what these maps mean. I'm going to start writing them down. I should go back through all my videos and use that to create a list of what maps mean what. Anyway, let me gear up a squad. We're going to be going out on... Dun 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 dun! Yes, we're going to be going out on a capture operation. The best kind of UFO operation. Alright, so after his excellent work getting Operative Drake out of that covert extraction, Special Machine Agent Fraggy is back on the job. Because we're aiming for There weren't really any infantry candidates I wanted to take on this one, and because we're aiming for captures, I think Fraggy's going to be useful here. Being able to reposition cover, particularly the cover that you might even put the alien behind in order to make it feel safe, plus his ability to flush and suppress, and he's got the heat ammo in case you run into some nasty mech ambushes. He's a good asset to have on these kind of capture ops. He's going to make some captures possible that otherwise wouldn't be. Hypergeek, of course, bringing the SMG with those 3 arc thrower charges. J-Bal's on the rocket in case you're running into anything nasty. A lot of ballistic pistols still left in holsters here on some of the squad because you need those ballistic pistols sometimes to just wear aliens down a little bit when you're trying to capture. Alex D riding along on this one in his second ever mission, I believe. He's going to be bringing a fair amount of support stuff here. He's going to be bringing flashbang and a battle scanner to make up for the fact that we have no scout on this operation. WMC gonna display the power of smoke and mirrors here, bringing a whopping 4 flashbangs to this operation, and I'm hoping with that many flashbangs we're gonna be able to avoid the problem of how we're gonna capture this thing without it killing us. Zim is going out on this one. I think she's getting close to a promotion, and again, I'm trying to take people who are close to promotions. I'm exhausting Gamage because she's pretty, you know, she's not that useful as a Lance Corporal sniper anyway. May as well get her the Corporal, get a precision shot, snapshot, disabling shot, etc. Probably gonna be snapshot, and go from there, you know. So yeah, that's essentially my team. I think it's looking pretty decent for the purpose of getting captures, and I think we're still packing enough firepower if we run into something nasty out there. It's time to hit launch, it's time to bring us home, hopefully a Muton finally. Knowing my luck, they'll stop showing up on the mission I finally get my arc thrower back, but there's only one way to find out, and the way to find out is heading out there.
Dropship has arrived.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico for this mission. It looks like the alien crash site is in a remote area. If we move quickly, we may be able to secure the site before the aliens have time to regroup.
Avoid additional damage to the craft if possible, locate and secure any meld canisters, sweep the area for surviving crew, and capture them. Join me next time for Operation Crimson Mist. Until then, have a good one.